Yeah. Like, they just had crazy fucking shit. But no, I'm gonna play a lot of this game this weekend.
Are you?
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm assuming you're talking about Digimon?
No,
Nope, you missed the last 10 minutes.
I
yeah,
did
I'm talking
indeed.
about Duelyst, but this game is
Fair. We are live, by the way, so y'all.
Everyone's live, man.
But are you alive?
There was
No.
also a deck you could make that was completely based on fucking walls, but anyway. I'll stop talking about it for now.
Nah, you're good. Use that energy, brother.
We like it. We like hearing people be hyped about shit. You know what I'm saying?
Use that energy, brother.
Okay. Oops.
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 Oops. Oops. Oops, part 2.
Oops.
Carter, how have your streams been going, man?
I've really only been playing multiverses this week, but people have been pulling up.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't know why. It's very mid-tier at best, but
Hey,
my gameplay, not the game.
we like mid over here, all right?
Hey,
The
man,
game
we
is
were
great.
cooking yesterday.
We were cooking, and then as soon as you dipped off, I had a fucking 6 loss.
Damn.
Now that is terrible.
In my defense, I had seasonal events that were like, you need to play this character class that you suck at. Like, you need to get 25 brawler wins. And I'm like, I don't play brawler.
And you did have a rain dog who yeeted you off the face.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
We won't talk about Bruno. It was bad. We got it though. We got the seasonal challenge done. I've almost got my battle pass maxed out.
Hell yeah.
So gotta get those sick Adventure Time skins at the end of the road.
Yeah, I'm
They
really
have
trying
skins for Finn and Jake.
Yeah, everyone's got an alt skin.
It's Pajama Finn and Cake the Cat.
Oh.
I like it.
Which I mostly want, because Sassy Black Cat is funny.
It's like a good skin. And I think it's fully voiced too, so like
Yeah.
bonus points.
Even better.
Voice cast they got in that game's I can't believe they got as many people as they did.
Why you gotta be a disbeliever, bro?
No, I just like it's crazy that for a fucking little free-to-play fighting game like that, they've got like most people reprising their roles.
Who's playing Superman?
I don't remember. I know it's not Henry Cavill.
No, but he isn't like the animated Superman.
Oh,
The hell is this?
And, like Vin Diesel's not the Iron Giant, but aside from those two, it's mostly.
What is? I don't know what this group is that I hope this is a live streaming group because I'm seeing everything from fucking online dating to online courses about cooking, and I'm very confused. But okay.
Oh,
No,
is
it's
this
not,
about
it's
to
not focus.
segue into This is about to segue into an ad for Skillshare to help us find our.
It's George Newbin.
I fucking wish.
I'm actually surprised they got George Newbin.
Declined my post.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, like actual Justice League Unlimited
Jesus.
fucking
All
George
right.
Newbern. Yeah.
That's pretty rad. That beats TAS.
This is a live. I'm confused. Okay, then this isn't a live stream. I don't know why it's called live streaming if you aren't allowed to, put your live streaming link in there. What?
Nah, it's
I don't
grassroots.
understand.
People will find you.
They racist, I'm telling you.
Grassroots, man.
Let's see. This. All right. Well, I will do that in a second. Everyone, welcome to the podcast. I am your host with the most Afro Black coming at y'all with another live stream. I got my co-hosts Markovs and Faulty OD. Say hello to the people.
Hi, people.
I don't,
That was
Carter.
it.
I'm gonna need you to redo that.
That was it. No,
Nah.
one and done.
First
Mad
take only here.
disrespect. The hell's wrong
Yeah.
with you?
They don't call me One Take Tony for nothing.
Your name
Don't
isn't
call you
Tony.
Tony at all.
That's right. It's not for nothing. It's because it confuses people, and that's something.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, we got
Oh,
a plethora of not host, Jesus Christ, subjects for hoes. Nah,
Nah, we got.
that ain't me, dog. You're gonna get me in trouble, and I ain't even do shit. Leave me alone. Anyways, got plenty of subjects for y'all tonight. Why don't we go ahead and start with Duelist 2 since Julio hasn't been here in a while. Why don't you take us into this, Julio? What is Duelist? What makes Duelist 2 so fucking amazing?
Alright, so Duelist 2 is a community-made revival for a game that came out, I think it's like 4 or 5 years ago now.
Okay.
It was made by a developer that's probably well known for not very good reasons at this point, but it was made by Counterplay Studios, the developers of Godfall.
Oh no.
The Godfall.
Yeah, the Godfall. But this was the game that they were working on, and that was actually probably one of my favorite CCGs, at least online CCGs, of pretty much a long time, like probably ever. It's really fun. All of this stuff is all the cards are fully animated, and they also have 2D sprites for everything, and it looks beautiful. All the colors, all the textures, everything is amazing. Um, One of the major selling points is that it happens on a grid. So like all you start out with is your king piece. Basically, if your king piece gets knocked down to 0, you lose the game. You get like up to 2 spaces away, and you can place any character wherever you want there. So for the most part, it also has a mana system similar to like Hearthstone, so you get one every round up to 10. Other than that, it's just really cool. They're doing an alpha for it until when is it? 2 p.m. UTC, August 1st. So pretty much the whole weekend.
Okay.
Um, yeah, that's about the major thing right now.
All right.
So,
So I'm assuming. Actually, I think I remember giving it at least part of a shot, like X amount of years ago. I don't remember the reason why, and I also don't think that I played it for too long.
yeah, the alpha also has all of the cards in the core set for free, so you can try out literally all the stupid shit you want. So,
Oh, all right. Well, I expect to hear quality feedback from you, Julio.
hell yeah.
Um, let's see here. Why don't we segue into another small release? If y'all don't know, Digimon Survive is officially out as of today. It is out for Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and PC. It is basically like a storytelling game made like by majority, but also it's a tactical grid-based RPG for people that love that. I may or may not get it. Your boy got hit with rent this week, so your boy's mad poor. So I don't have the money for it this week, but I do plan on getting it. But yeah,
I made
so
the mistake of telling Kane I couldn't afford it.
oh Jesus
so,
Christ.
so you
Mistake
know
for
what he
who?
did.
Yeah. So but yeah, I plan on getting it eventually. Just not right now, because I need a game to play through. And Rage 2 is fun, but it's getting to that point where I'm starting to feel a little bit overwhelmed with all the shit, and also it like the combat's all right, but you know it definitely could have been better. And you deuces, stop whining at me. Shut up. Anyways,
Okay.
but yeah, so for
Rage
people
2
that are
made me rage 2.
but yeah, for people that enjoy Digimon or did enjoy it as a kid, new games out, go have at it. Let's support the small dev teams that get put on that shit so we can get more of those games.
Yeah,
The small team over at Bandai Namco.
There's no way in hell there's a big dev team playing or working on that game.
yeah.
Nah, that's valid.
However, the game does look gorgeous from what I've seen.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
the
watching
game
Kane stream it a
is.
bit. It was pretty good.
Yeah. There's
And
also a karma system in it.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I did see
hell
about that.
yeah.
And that affects your Digi evolutions, no?
Yeah, it does affect your digi evolutions and some of your choices. Depending on what happens, a la Fire Emblem, some of your teammates may or may not make it to the
Is
Well,
Digimon Mass Effect killer?
end.
clickbait title of 2022. Fine.
Nah.
Um,
Guardians of the Galaxy is the Mass Effect killer. But
fair.
still ain't ready for that conversation.
True. True. I speaking of Digimon, actually, I a new TCG set came out today called Battle Record. So I
Yeah.
bought a couple of boosters of that, and I got a couple alright cards. Nothing too crazy though.
I might try and build a deck soon. Now that like all the scalping has gone down.
Oh yeah, no, you can pick up a whole ass booster box for like $70, my guy.
Yeah.
Jesus.
When it first came over, you couldn't find one for less than like 200.
I remember. No, I was working at Target when those first started rolling out during the pandemic, and
That's wild.
we just had a fucking empty spot on the shelf. I don't know why we even bothered.
Shit, when I went to Walmart, I didn't even know today was their restock day or one of the
Yeah.
restock days, cause I went there and I seen like 3 or 4 dudes just chilling at the end of the like of one of the sides of Walmart where all the TCG
Waiting
sets.
by the cards.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Extra
were
mini
literally
card
waiting
section.
there.
Yep.
It's
Oh,
like
that, yeah,
They
one
exactly.
fucking row.
Yes, and I was just like, I mean, because at first I was just like, oh, okay, I didn't pay any mind to it because it looked like just a couple guys just talking. They looked like late 20s and above, so I was just like, okay, they're probably just talking about work or some shit. And I go by, and they're just sitting. You know how you can tell how somebody's waiting for something at the store?
Yeah.
All 3 of them were doing that, and I was like, y'all are really close to that card shop or to that card aisle. And I looked there, and there's a cart there with the sign lane closed. I was like, oh, it's restock day. I looked there,
Oh,
and to be fair, this is like the largest restock I've ever seen them do for Digimon. It was like 3 fucking big ass booster box things, booster
Jesus.
pack things, sleeve ones. And I was
I
like,
wonder
oh
if
hell.
they're. I wonder if they're trying to push the fucking cross promo with Cyber Sleuth or whatever it is.
There's a
Oh, with
I already forgot the name of the game, but
with
yeah,
Strive.
yeah, there we go.
I don't know.
side.
I don't know if they really marketed it in that way.
Well, no, they wouldn't necessarily have to market it for someone at headquarters to go, "Hey, this makes sense."
Maybe.
Honestly, I'm surprised that there's actually a TC or a Digimon set that came out last year for the 1 year anniversary because I didn't know until like a week ago that they stopped making cards altogether and then relaunched like the TCG line altogether and like 2 years ago. I did not know that.
Yeah. So
So
the TCG was mostly in Japan for a really long time, and this is like the first American release. They like really slapped on, like did anything for.
yeah. So
Gosh darn colonizers.
for the 1 year anniversary they came out with one called Double Diamond and I didn't know this but they put something the equivalent of like a ghost rare in that set of Omnimon,
Mhm.
and that bitch goes for like $700 ungraded.
God damn.
PSA Gem Mint 10 goes for 4+ figures.
Sounds like I'm buying some Digimon cards this weekend.
Digiman, it's Digiman. But yeah,
Hey,
no.
Oh,
man, Digimon is just Pokemon for Coomers. Like,
it's
don't
true.
I
don't
honestly
mad.
like the art on it too. Like that shit
It's
is
beautiful.
bussin'.
It's beautiful. Like,
But yeah. So that's all cool and such. And also as soon as the dude or as soon as the girl that was restocking everything fucking move the cart. I didn't even know that she did because I was going to look at a couple tees. I came back, those two
fucking
were gone,
sharks.
and I just see two tops of their heads fucking go back and forth rapidly looking at
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
I go
Straight up
by,
shark attack.
and the
Yeah.
youngest dude out of the three of them was just grabbing boxes of sports cards, just throwing them into a fucking cart. I was like, oh my.
Yup. That's you get the fuck out of the scalper's way. It's like putting shrimp in a whale tank. Like you
I'm surprised anyone
dump
even
it and get
buys
the fuck
sports
out.
cards anymore.
That's what
I
Oh,
I'm
guess I'm
saying.
dude,
not.
there's a huge market for everything.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I mean that's fair. I guess I just never look at it. I guess I kind of think of myself as like a card collector guy, but I've never like collected sports
Yeah,
cards, even though
I
they're
would
probably the ones
say
you should.
right. No, I would say when I was working, I worked at Target in Ames, which is like a huge fucking college town, and I think it was almost 1-to-1, maybe even a little bit higher, that people would come in and just fucking clear us out for sports cards.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Well, shit, everyone wants the next fucking rookie Michael Jordan card, man.
that's what I'm saying.
Fucking, and I can't blame them for that. It's just like
No,
me personally, I collect not only to make like the reason why I collect for profit is because I want more money to be able to buy more cards. That's like
that's
the
what we
main
call
reason.
capitalism. You're
Yeah,
in a
dude.
vicious cycle.
Late stage. I need to consume products so that I can sell product to consume more product.
Yeah, they've got you, homie.
Don't
I
worry.
just like them because the cards look cool. Like
I
that's my.
just like it because it's neat.
I like the
I like-
artwork and I like the funny monster characters.
That's fair.
That's my end. That's my end game.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, dog. Nothing wrong with that.
And then
I just do it for
sometimes you
both.
pull a fucking $50 Radiant Charizard, and I'm like, oh, okay, neat.
Yeah, I pulled that too, and it's actually
Yeah.
fairly centered, so I might actually make that one of the cards that I send in to get graded.
Yeah, and they're just like, oh my god, you have to fucking do it, sell it, flip it. I'm like, why? It's a cool card. Why wouldn't I want it?
Yeah, basically.
The same shit when I'm trying to fucking stock up on fucking vinyl albums, and everyone's like, oh, you can scalp this for $300. I'm like, I just want to listen to the fucking music, man. Like,
Yeah, there's one of my buddies at work who just does nothing but like look at eBay and shit for Pokemon cards all day. And I literally asked him how much he spent once, and he's like, probably around like 3K. And I'm like, how much have you made back? And he's like 500, but my wife doesn't know that. So
it's
I'm just
so
like,
much more.
okay.
That's fucking nuts. It's so much more fun to actually go out and collect them, because on top of getting the cool cards and shit, like you're also getting the massive endorphin rush that comes with opening cards.
Yeah,
And unlike
and
loot
getting that
boxes, you're
monstrous
actually
fucking
getting,
pull.
yeah, and actually, like, unlike loot boxes, you're actually getting something out of it.
True.
Like, you
That-
own the
that-
fucking tangible card.
Ever since I
Yeah.
actually started collecting trading cards again, I have maybe spent a total of like $20 on gacha games, and it's been like
Yeah,
3 months.
the only microtransaction I've done in the last 6 months was the fucking Multiversus Founders Pack, so I can get base roster unlocked
That's fair.
for stream. Like, I didn't even do it for me. I just did it so I had fucking variety for my stream.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't even. Also, I like to collect the OCG version of Yu-Gi-Oh cards too, because one, the cards look like better quality,
Mm,
and two, you can get Starlights for a lot less money.
Yeah.
valid.
But yeah.
I need that OCG Dark Magician Girl art, which is actually probably fucking shot up in price now. I just
sure
realized.
it
Did
has.
you
Hold up.
wait? Hold on. Wait, which one are you talking about?
The fucking so
Are you talking about
uh
Animation Chronicles?
I don't know. I don't know which one it is.
Because there's one that just came out like a couple weeks ago called Animation Chronicles, and inside of that is a Starlight Blue Eyes in English, but it's a Japanese print only, like set. And the boxes actually aren't going like anything above regular retail price yet, surprisingly. For a very trademark, like staple fucking fan card in the series. Which actually amazes me. Like, they're going for $30 a pop right now.
It's not bad.
No, it's not actually, because like I said, if there's like a staple chase card in these sets, like for example the Blue Eyes, this is the first actual Starlight Blue Eyes that we've ever gotten, and it's from OCG, but it's still in English, which like you would think would drive up the price in the U.S. It has not
Yeah,
moved. It's crazy.
that's wild.
Are you talking about? And the only other one I can think of, Julio, will probably be Legend of the Duelist Season 3. That one came out recently too, and I think that one has a lot of magician support, like a lot.
Nah, it was. I'm talking about like a specific Dark Magician Girl alt art card.
Oh, there's a lot of those. I don't know.
Yeah.
The only recent one I can think of in English is probably the Ghost Rare Dark Magician Girl.
It isn't recent.
Maybe it was one of the old tins. I don't know.
It was a very old one that Miyamoto made, and it was never released in the West because of, basically because her cleavage was out.
Ah,
That's the reason.
I
So
see.
yeah.
Makes
So,
sense.
but no, he was like, nope. If it can't be released as this alt art is never getting released in the West. So that card is probably worth a lot now. I would imagine.
Probably. Um, why don't we move on to the Rick and Morty season 6 premiere date? Are you psyched
The
for that, Carter? Tell us about it.
the Rigor Mortis season 6 premiere.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I always watch it when it comes out. Rick and Morty season 6 comes out September 4th. Um, I was actually reading an interview earlier today with Justin Roiland, the one that I consider the funny one out of the two co-creators. I don't care for Dan Harmon that much.
That's fair.
He was talking about how he's really excited and he thinks this is his favorite season and it's way better than season 5. Which is strange that I thought he worded it that way because I thought season 5 was pretty solid, especially towards the end. It kind of harkened back to like the first 2 seasons of the show, which is what got most people on board.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know. If nothing else, like it's never outright bad. It's just varying degrees of middling, I guess. Like it hasn't hit that Simpsons rot yet. And I'm kind of hoping with the way season 5 ended, it kind of helped them hit the reset button to just get back into like wacky sci-fi hijinks.
Why do they gotta have them cum gutters though?
That's true. Well, I mean, we'll find out. It's like when season 3 came out. Like, why is he a pickle? It builds intrigue.
Uh,
That's fair.
I'm mostly waiting for the story of fucking
Is-
Evil Morty to continue.
Did you not watch season 5?
I did.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I feel
that'll.
like there is still more.
Oh, it's gonna. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like it's kind of gonna open the floodgates for
Yeah.
the rest of the show. I feel like it's gonna be a return to form in the sense that we're actually gonna see him out of his element again, and like in situations that he doesn't know anything about, and it's just standard wacky hijinks.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of
And then we
season
get
five
shit like the
was.
purge episode.
Yeah. A lot of season 5 was like really them kind of pulling together that Rick and Morty really aren't that different. Like Rick really ain't that smart in the grand
No,
scheme of things.
well, no, that's kind of what the season ended on last year. Is hey, he's isolated himself off so that way he can be in control, and now he's not, and that's really rad. When you make your character a god, you need to make it fun to watch them be a god. And if I'm being honest, it really hasn't been. I would say the only time it landed as hard for me as like any of the season 1, season 2 episodes was the Vat of Acid episode,
Oh yeah.
which is without doubt one of my favorite episodes of that entire show. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I always watch it. It's never like aggressively bad or fucking avant-garde like most of Adult Swim's lineup. So
Yeah.
it's if
All right.
nothing else, it's pretty to look at. So that stimulates me enough for 20 minutes that my ADD is just like, hey, look at this, and I'm like shiny, and then
Shiny.
we're and then sometimes I'll pay attention and there is fart joke. So
Wait, is
we
that a
we win.
Nazi wasp? Hold on.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh
it's great.
man. All right.
Yeah.
Julio, do you watch a lot of Rick and Morty?
I've watched all the seasons. Like
Yeah.
like Carter said, I mean they're all good. Like I don't think that there has been an awful episode yet. There are
I don't
definitely
think
some
you
middling
should get on
ones.
the counter at McDonald's and scream about your fucking Szechuan sauce, but like,
Yeah, it's mostly the community around it that I think
yeah,
actually makes any of it bad.
I
like
mean, to be
anything that I
fair, there's
enjoy,
gonna
I make
be.
sure I'm as isolated from the community as humanly possible. But
I mean, I was gonna say like a lot of like really popular, like a lot of pop culture have really, really degenerate fucking sides of their communities. Unfortunately,
a
Yeah, it's
lot of
just
them, I mean, all of them,
I wouldn't say all.
respectfully.
I don't know
I
any
do.
that don't have degenerate sides, but I'm sure there's a couple out there.
Go to
this
r
man.
slash Undertale right now.
I refuse.
If anything gets big enough,
See?
it's just bound to happen. Like there's bound to be bad seeds in anything.
Yeah,
Oh, for sure.
just
But
try to not put a lot of
For sure.
spotlight on them
yeah,
because they just
like
doing it for attention. That's about it. So
yeah,
No, they do it because they stan. They
I do like
stan
that
Rick
a
and
lot of
Morty.
season 5 was just making fun of Rick and Morty stands.
Yeah,
That was pretty great.
Jesus,
yeah.
that's funny.
Story Train's pretty cool. Fuck was
Um,
Story Train season 5? I don't know.
Yeah, it was.
Story
It was
Train was
like the
season
first
4.
episode, wasn't it?
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, they split up season 5 into 2 parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Yep. Okay, got it.
all right. Why don't we go ahead and segue onto the next one, which would be Nintendo of America tweeting out on the what was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday
On the
morning.
yesterday.
What?
I said on the yesterday.
On the yesterday morning.
What I read.
Gas up your carts and put on a new set of tires. Wave 2 of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass arrives on the 4th of August. Y'all gonna be playing the shit out of that Mario Kart 8 or nah?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. I enjoyed the first wave quite a bit. Um, Pretty excited for the second one, especially with the courses they're doing. Like with the tracks that they're including, I was really expecting it to be more like the final wave of stuff. So I'm really surprised and excited to see what the rest of this pass has.
Okay, okay. Do we know, like, are there any, like, returning ones from, like, past games showing up or
A
anything?
good majority of the ones that have been put into these, I think this one is the first one that has a new course.
Oh.
Everything else so far has been legacy. So
Oh,
the
okay.
the first two were all legacy courses. This one does have a new one. It's called Sky High Sunday. It's all ice cream themed, and it makes my fucking child brain go ooh. Um, Currently, my favorite track is the one from the it's the HD remaster of the Toy Box level from the Game Boy Advance game, which also makes my stupid brain go ooh. Uh, I just like the pretty colors. That's my end game.
I'm seeing a
I'm a
recurrent
very
theme here.
I'm a very simple man. I like a good color palette.
That's fair. Gotta have a
Um,
good color palette.
but yes, they have confirmed all 8 tracks that are coming. They're doing it 2 cups at a time. Um, in addition to the aforementioned Sunday course, there is Calamari Desert from Mario Kart 64.
Oh hell yeah.
They are bringing back, I know everyone was clamoring for it, Mario Circuit from the original Mario Kart.
Okay.
That's a joke. It's the first course from the first game. It's just a fucking racetrack. Um, but nostalgia, I suppose.
Thanks, Mario Kart.
Right. They are bringing back Mushroom Gorge from Mario Kart Wii. Snowland, which is also from the Game Boy Advance game.
Okay.
And then New York Minute and Sydney Sprint, which are both in Mario Kart Tour, which is the mobile game. I do like the trend that they're doing of bringing the courses from Mario Kart Tour into the actual game. I do like the course designs a lot in Mario Kart Tour. I just hate the game itself.
I literally haven't played it.
It's a gotcha game.
It's a game.
Um, but the single most important track that is coming back with this DLC or this wave of DLC is fucking Waluigi Pinball from Mario Kart DS,
Oh hell yeah.
Ooh.
which is the best fucking Mario Kart course, and the glow up that it got is unreal. It looks So fucking good.
I'm actually looking at the tweet right now, and the first fucking response I have is from Super Smash Bros. 64 with the fucking Waluigi pinball gif.
It is so fucking good. I love Waluigi pinball.
We just gonna gloss over the fact that Isaiah called it a GIF.
Yes.
A what?
I don't have the energy.
I said what?
Called it a
You
GIF?
said GIF.
Oh, okay.
I prefer to call it a YIF, but you call it whatever.
A
you
yif.
want.
Yummy, yummy.
I like to call it peanut butter. That's about it.
But yeah, I don't know. For as much as I enjoyed the first two waves, or I should say the first two cups in the first wave, this is a lot more exciting. I feel like they're doing a better job of using nostalgia to their advantage with the courses they're picking.
Yeah, if there's anything Nintendo has right, it's weaponizing nostalgia at this point.
Salty butt much.
Especially
What's
for
good,
Mario
brother?
Kart.
We love Mario Kart around here. I do need to get it though.
stand Mario
Wait,
Kart.
no, I just remembered.
I still cannot believe that you don't own Mario
No,
Kart.
we do. I just realized I forgot that it came with Amber's bundle that I got her last
Holy
year.
fuck.
I forgot about that.
Like there have been at least 2 points in time where that game has outsold Switch consoles. Like that's not a joke.
I don't have the
Like-
console yet, but I got the game. We almost there.
Legitimately, the first year of the Switch's life, that's what people were doing for Mario Kart and Breath of the Wild. They were preemptively buying it, so they just fucking had it when they got their Switch.
Oh shit! They were just sitting on their living room couch, just staring at it, just like one day.
Yeah, it's like when you're fucking going to Family Video as a kid, picking up a video game rental, and you're just fucking reading the instruction manual on the way home.
True. Just can't contain that excitement, dog.
True.
Dude, that's just not a feeling kids know anymore.
It really
No,
isn't
that
though,
was
and that's
That
unfortunate.
was my first introduction to Sonic the Hedgehog lore, was renting Sonic Heroes and reading the manual.
Okay.
And then I was like, I know that Sonic the Hedgehog is 15 years old. And they were like, cool, shut the fuck up.
And then I realized, wait, that's me in 20 years.
Like, nobody fucking cares.
And then that's when you say,
Sonic
I
becomes a
care.
werewolf.
And now,
Deuces, please don't get on my damn desk.
as a 27-year-old man, I'm glad that I don't care about it anymore, because if I would, worst case
Deuces,
scenario,
don't
I'd be going to
fucking do it.
fucking trial.
Damn.
I have my dog on my lap right now, and he was contemplating getting on my desk, and I'm just like, don't fucking do it. I have to yell at Oreo enough. I don't need to start yelling at you for the same shit. All right.
A cat named Oreo.
Amber named her cat Oreo. I did not name the cat Oreo.
Poggers.
Just like how I did not name Deuces, but here we are.
All right.
Poggers.
I'm just sitting here with my cat named Cat.
I mean, that's not much better.
All day.
Yep.
What do you mean? It's the
Both
best.
both are like uninspiring. We'll just go with that.
What do you mean? Who has a cat named Cat?
It's still
Me.
uninspiring. Jump low.
That's right. Unique.
Don't encourage
one.
him.
One of one.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right,
next
you're
wave
getting
of
down.
Mario Kart
Get your
DLC
ass down there.
comes out August 4th, which from today is 6 days from now. It is either $29.99 for the full pass, which is 48 courses.
Which that
released
is an
in
insane
waves.
bang for your fucking buck.
Yes, they're releasing it in waves between. It started in March, and they are currently slated to go through the end of next year.
Oh, all right.
You can either get it for $30, or if you've got the Switch Online Expansion Pass, which is the version with the N64 and the Genesis stuff, that is included with your membership.
Oh, there you go.
So you're basically getting free Mario Kart updates if you have the big boy version of the Switch Online.
There you go. You're supposed to be
It's
on my
pretty
side,
sweet.
dog. What the hell? Anyways. But yeah, no, that's an insane amount of value. Even if you have Nintendo Online, I wouldn't even like. Okay, here, let me put it this way. if you had to let go of your Nintendo Switch Online for whatever reason, I would still say shell out the $30, especially if you have kids or you have like little cousins, nephews, nieces, or whatever that come over and like to play the Switch. $30 for basically 50 new maps. That's insane. That's pretty good.
Pretty much.
So, let's see here what we got next. Sony working to increase PS5 supply in time for the holidays. IGN posted this shit. What? Oh shit! This was actually really. Oh, this was in the morning.
Like
This
today.
today.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Posted today at 7:38 a.m. Sony says it's increasing production of the PS5 and is working to bring forward more supply into the year-end holiday season. During Nintendo's not very wallet friendly. I don't know. I would put that in the area of wallet friendly, at least in this case. I
Yeah,
would say.
sometimes.
I would say that yeah, Nintendo overall is fairly greedy, but this isn't one of those greedy plays. They could have easily charged like fucking $45 or $50 for that pass.
Yeah, I mean that's basically like a whole ass second Mario Kart.
That shit. Yeah,
No,
that's
Yeah.
insane.
It doesn't do much to quell the fears that they canceled Mario Kart 9 in exchange for milking 8.
I mean
Eh,
that's fair, but you know what?
I get why they would though. Like why would you make an entirely new game when you can just put another $30 worth of content in for your install base of 40 plus million?
Yeah,
coughed
exactly.
off GTA 5.
There it is.
It's true. We did it.
I knew he was gonna say it too.
I mean it is one of those games that I look at and every time they're like, yeah, it sold 8 million copies this month. I'm like, fucking how?
Bro, you didn't already have the game?
The console to game sale ratio makes zero fucking sense to me.
That game's
but
been
I'm
on
happy
sale.
for
That
you.
game has been free like 4 different times. There's no way people are still buying.
This
I
is just
wonder, that's
wild to
almost
think
got to
about.
be like a rite of passage for kid. Like our age, it was like, oh, I got Modern Warfare 2. I can play big boy games
Yep.
now. Like that has to be the big boy game now. It has to be.
Yeah.
Everyone else just sees Call of Duty as, yeah, it's an arcade shooter with some blood. That's about it.
True.
Yeah, that really is sad. How the mighty have fallen.
I mean, I would
5
say at
used to
least
be
for
really
like Vanguard, Modern Warfare 1 or 2019's Modern Warfare wasn't too bad. Maps were terrible, but
Cold War Zombies was mechanically fantastic.
honestly still one of my favorite zombies.
Yeah,
Probably.
it's great.
Yeah.
I wish they would have given it a second season instead of saying, "Hey, you need to go make Vanguard," because boy, did they make Vanguard.
Oh boy. It's 5 p.m.
let's see here. During its latest earnings results, Sony explained that both software sales and gameplay engagement have dropped year on year. Not a huge surprise given the huge increase in gaming during COVID-19 lockdowns. Sony explains, taking this situation into account, we intend to take action to increase user engagement in the second half of the fiscal year, during which major titles, including first-party software, are scheduled to be released, primarily by increasing the supply of PS5 hardware and promoting the new PlayStation Plus service. Jesus Christ. Sony says it still expects to meet its forecast of 18 million units sold during its financial year and is seeing positive signs of for supply after lockdowns lifted in Shanghai, a major components production hub. As a result, Sony now believes it can bring forward production and sell many of those units during the holiday season, a boom time for sales, obviously. Sony has previously promised to ramp up production this year, but supplies have remained constrained, with new units selling out almost immediately. In a Q&A session, Sony CFO Hiroki Totoki said, "We want to produce more units as soon as possible. Sony's been improving its hardware and services consistently since the launch of the PS5, most recently adding an update to support 1440p monitors." Wait, you're telling me that the fucking console could go up to 4K, but it didn't have support for 14? What?
Yep.
I'm just gonna ignore
Keep
that.
reading.
And introducing the new PlayStation Stars loyalty service. That almost gave me an aneurysm. All right. Anyways, are you guys happy, sad, angry, elated, horny for the fact that PS5s are trying to get cranked out more?
Mostly horny.
All right, fair enough. Julio.
I think it's great. I still get emails actually about like being put into the sweepstakes for the PS5.
Really?
I guess
Same.
not a sweepstakes, but like I get emails for like
Like the Sony list and then like
yeah the
GameStop
Sony
bundles.
list. Yeah, so it put me on there. So I could have bought it like 3 times by now. I haven't really had a need to.
I mean,
This
I
console.
personally don't need a console besides the Switch.
I think the end of this year into next year is when we're really gonna start seeing the exclusive shine for the current gen hardware.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
Ragnarok's gonna kick that off real nice.
yeah. I feel like gaming in general kind of had a real slow past few years for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But
It'll ramp
now that
up.
we're getting back to normalcy, I'm sure that exclusives will start coming out. A bunch of shit will start getting made. I
Yeah.
think the new God of War is supposed to be coming out soon too, isn't it?
November.
Yeah.
Hmm God of War is going to see a
Um,
massive spike for PS5, so they better get
Yeah.
those
yep. Well, that's
built
what
up.
I'm saying. Like that's gonna be the one that opens the floodgates for you need to make this console available.
I can't wait to see
Um,
how much they earn off of those bundles, because you already know they're going to bundle those together.
Yeah.
oh, for sure, 100%.
No.
I am excited for that. I was skimming the internet today and I saw an identical statement come out from both Valve and Microsoft regarding the Series X and the Steam Deck. So I'm glad that it seems to be manufacturers are comfortable enough with saying they're going to ramp up production publicly. I know that they had passed some kind of bipartisan chip thing
Hmm
um, for the chips that have been causing the fucking supply shortages too. So I definitely expect the floodgates to open up for consumers the next year here.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Yep. We always
Great
like
for
I
to
already
see
have
more
them both,
game
so I don't
consoles being
care.
put out,
But
especially with the increase in crossplay.
it's true.
We always like to see new faces, especially in games like Siege and Multiverse. Is Multiverses crossplay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full crossplay.
Yep. So it's just like the more population, the better.
And the FPS game of the year, Tiny Tina's Wonderland, is now available on the Epic Game Store.
What you mean, Steam?
Still a good game.
No,
First DLC came out not that long ago.
all the DLC came out.
Did it? Is all the
Yup,
past DLC out?
it's all out and it's all Chaos Chambers, my guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that.
Chaos Chambers and 2 new classes.
Hell yeah.
Oof.
Actually, the new
That's
$50,
classes might be fun.
please.
that sounds actually really fucking lackluster. I'm gonna be honest.
$50, please.
Honestly, so the Chaos Chambers were fun. They aren't the end game you want out of Borderlands, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, isn't it like like even with like obviously everyone goes back to Borderlands 2, but Borderlands 2's endgame was a whole another fucking level.
Nah, man, Terramorphous is boring. Who wants to farm raid bosses for 25 hours?
I need you to stop.
I wish I
Yeah, I don't
could.
know.
I'm
They
calling
really
the
needed
police.
story. They really needed story content. They just needed more bosses. It's the same 7 bosses
Yeah,
at the end
more
of
bosses or
every.
fucking market them as one-shot campaigns and just do dumb
Yeah,
little shit.
yeah. They really needed more stuff because the story was already fairly small
Yeah.
for Borderlands game.
Borderlands games usually hover around like fucking 18 to 25 hours, no?
What Borderlands game are you playing? The first one?
Yeah, they're
I did
usually
play that
around
one a
like
lot.
35, 40 somewhere.
If you're beelining the main story, you can get 30. If you're Borderlands 2 base game, if you're going full side quest, it's like 60, 70.
Oh damn.
And 3 is probably closer to like 90.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I shit at them for the quality, but there's definitely bang for your buck if you enjoy your game.
I
So
think pre-sequel also had like 70. And an extra like 10 came out with the DLC.
yeah, the arena was pretty lengthy, and then Claptastic Voyages. That's still one of my favorite things to come out of that entire series. But
How long is Tiny Tina's Wonderland?
That game is like 25 hours.
yeah, it's a quickie.
Yikes. That's a bit of a decrease.
Yeah. If you're going for like the main line, and I did like literally everything in that time too. That's not just me being lining the story. I literally did all the side quests.
Yeah, didn't you play through it with Julio and or jeez fucking Christ? Didn't you
Yeah, I
play through
did.
it with
I did
Kane
play through it
and
with Julio. Fuck
Kane
that guy.
and Matthew? Or was it Kane and Benji?
It was
Played
Benji.
through it with Kane, Matthew, and Fox.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, and Benji was never on when we were on, so I
Oh,
kind of
okay.
felt bad because he was like the one who wanted to play it with everyone, but
I mean,
Oh, I
servers are
wanted to
just
play
weird.
it. I was asking you guys for like a week. I'm like, I'm gonna order it on Amazon because I can't find it in stores. If I get it
Yeah.
in a week and it comes in a week, are you guys still gonna play it? And you were like,
Yeah.
yeah. It's great. It's fun. And then you guys were fucking done in like 2 days.
I would have played it with you, yeah, because it was fun. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the story's good. It's just short. Like, it's just a short game.
It
If they
has
had more content, I would have enjoyed it. There's some things I don't like Paladin Mike. Paladin Mike is probably one of the shittiest characters I have seen in a long time. I hate Paladin Mike.
goddamn.
What? It's just like, if you want to
Do
make the
you
joke, make the
enjoy?
joke. Don't make me finish your shitty joke.
I agree.
Like,
I agree. Either commit or don't.
that is fair. That is fair.
Don't you like the comedic stylings of Andy Samberg in 2022 playing Andy Samberg from 2007?
it was actually pretty good. The fucking dynamic between him and who was the lady?
Wanda Sykes.
It was Wanda Sykes. Yeah,
God.
their dynamic was pretty funny. I did enjoy them. They were great characters.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You should go buy Borderlands 2 because it's always like $8 now. It's one of the greatest FPS games ever made.
I can't play through Borderlands 2 anymore.
I like from a gameplay perspective, after playing through 3, I can't go back.
Yeah.
If they came out next year, for as much as I rag on them, if they came out next year and said they were remaking 2 in the engine for 3, I would probably pay full price for that.
True.
Even if it was an instance where they re-released the DLC season as a DLC season.
I don't know
Like,
about
that
that
is
one.
how much
I'd
I
be a
love
little
that
bit
game.
upset.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm
Easy.
not gonna lie. The gameplay loop for 3 was I think it was much better than 2.
Yeah, I just hate the story and the characters and the writing.
Yeah. What, you didn't like funny evil streamer cult?
Dude, it was very epic poggers. Be sure to like 5 stars on our YouTube, LinkedIn before we fucking kill somebody. It's
Yeah, here
funny
you go.
because
Here's
it's
your
live
snuff film.
streaming, but we kill. And then let's make a video of us killing our siren character that everyone loves, but we needed a token death to make people feel like they didn't too. We're gonna put her in 2 missions in the game, and then when she dies, we're gonna use the fucking Nickelodeon slime sound effects over her fucking rotting body. It's gonna be so funny. Everyone's gonna love it. We're not shitting on our characters or our fans at all. If you think we are, it's because you're a sexist pig.
They really did the same thing that Mortal Kombat did, and they just gave a bunch of like important kills to 2 characters no one gave a shit about.
Thank you, Randy Pitchford, for your fucking brilliant insight into the LGBTQ community. I'm sure you have plenty of it with all of that porn that you stashed on the Borderlands 3 thumb drive.
You're telling me there's supposed to be 4 sirens in the universe at all times. All right, well,
6.
half of them are dead now.
6.
Oh fuck.
Handsome Jack said 6, and then at the end of 3, after you get all of the Iridian lore, they tell you there's a secret 7th one.
Sounds like shit.
Because they have to set up a plot for 4, even though they set up a plot in pre-sequel that they didn't follow through on in 3.
Yeah, it's just a fake out, just like last time. They're just gonna go completely off kilter.
If you don't acknowledge it, it's not even a fucking fake out.
Yeah.
I don't think
Even better
Be like
fake out.
at the end of Avengers, they show off Thanos, and then you just never fucking see him again. That is what the pre-sequel cliffhanger was.
I thought that was all of the. No, there's definitely. There's
No,
only
at the
6
end of
sirens.
pre-sequel,
Who's
there was that. There is only 6 sirens according to legend, but if you unlock all of the Iridian little audio things, the last one that you get is like this giant fucking distress message that's pretty much beware the 7th siren.
Isn't that suspenseful?
Right?
Who that would
Gotta
be?
gotta get pre-orders going.
Do we?
I don't know. Christ, we didn't know who half of them were until 3 anyway, so
That's fair.
We definitely knew half. Yeah, we knew half of them. There
I
was.
guess.
What do you mean you guessed?
Maya,
It was.
Maya, Lilith, and Angel.
Oh boy, 3 out of the 7.
Yeah,
That
that's
ain't
not
half.
half, you ding dong.
That's what I thought. Get yourself half a person. Go ahead.
Jesus.
No.
All right. Anyways, enough about
Mad.
Borderlands. Moving on. Multiverses have an absolutely fucking banger beta launch. According to this article posted 2 days ago, brand new platform fighter Multiverses is already hitting huge player numbers, nearing to top of console charts after a launching into open beta yesterday, or the 26th. The new fighting game from Warner Brothers has seen some staggering numbers, reaching a peak of 144,000 concurrent players on Steam alone. This puts the game ahead of the likes of Warframe, Rust, and even Destiny 2. The free to play
What?
multiversal crossover game starring the likes of Batman, Bugs Bunny, and Shaggy has already proven to be extremely popular alternative to Nintendo's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And even without console figures, the game's beta launch is doing ridiculous numbers. For example, or like for relation or whatever, Maximilian Dude tweeted out, Multiverses has been or might have just become the most played fighting game in recorded history. Without console numbers and several servers currently down, might be closer to 200K with all platforms. Guess this free-to-play thing really works, huh?
No.
No, not really.
So just to kind of put that tweet into perspective, even without like counting peak players for any games, for fighting games, the average, the top fighting game on Steam is currently Tekken 7, and that was double the next guy, which is Street Fighter 5, and Tekken 7 has about 5,000 concurrent players average. Just this week, Multiverses has an average of 60,000. Like,
That's fucking insane.
yeah, it's not like it's not even competition as far as like these things go. So
That's crazy.
That is insane.
yeah,
I
It's,
mean,
it's a fun game.
you guys are the ones with the experience, so tell the people about it. How you liking it?
I'm asking you why you haven't played it yet. It's that fun.
True.
Rainbow Six Siege.
That's not an
Word.
answer. That's another game.
It is.
It's an inferior game.
I mean, I would probably agree with you.
Statistically, people say that is true.
That's fair. That is fair. But myself, I'm a glutton for punishment, and my competitive side really wants to find play an FPS, and Siege is probably the best one out there right now.
If you're a glutton for punishment, play a platform fighter.
Oh, I hear you plenty enough. Sounds like a blast.
Yeah, this is the first game I've heard Carter like legitimately rage at.
It's
Really?
all the net code.
It's pretty great.
I've heard this man rage out of plenty of games.
I have not.
He's not as bad as that one Colton guy that used to come into the Discord every now and again. Colton Brown. But, you know. Playing ARAM. Like, I thought, like, you guys think that Julio's bad at being angry at ARAMs? You should play with Colton. Oh, boy. That man needed to take a chill pill.
Oh, I remember Colton. That dude was man, yeah.
He was a different fucking level. you made one overstep, and this man went off on you. And what made it even funnier is that he was only like mid-silver.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. The fucking Carter. When was the last time you talked to that man?
I don't remember.
Jesus.
But no, the game is super fun though. Super fun. It
Yeah,
definitely
download League of
has
Legends right now on your Riot Games client.
Yeah.
go go do that, and then after you do that, you stop. Yeah, I was gonna say something I can't say on Twitch. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and stop that one. But no,
Proud of you.
instead of doing that, go and download multiverses and have actual fun. There are some bullshit things in the game right now. It's in beta, and I really don't like using that because like game is basically launched. But like, there's a lot of balancing they can do. So
When
I'll
does the
say
game
check it
officially
out if you want.
launch?
I don't know if there's been an official release date yet. Do you know one, Carter?
I don't know. I kind of thought it was. Someone was asking me about this last night during stream too. I think it's indefinite.
Mm,
I think it's just kind of one of those things that's like it'll go into 1.0 when it does.
yeah, that sounds about right. The current
Which,
versioning I know for sure is version 0.1.
yeah. Which
So,
if they're doing the free to play model, I guess I don't mind that they're doing that.
yeah.
It's not like they're like, please pay us $70. Where our roadmap says we'll have the game out in the next 6 years.
But nah, honestly, like balance isn't super awful. It's more like there are some bugs that create some real problems. Like currently, they said they fixed the Iron Giant bug.
I don't
It's
think they
still
did.
happening to people.
Yeah, I don't think they did.
It's still happening to people. Whenever. So the bug is whatever he does is down special in the air. Basically, he'll slam on top of you, and you'll start clipping through the floor. But the game will say, "Oh, you can't be through the floor," so it'll knock you back up. And then you keep on doing that until you reach like I think I've seen someone literally hit 9,000 damage and then just
Mm-hmm.
get blasted off the map. Like, yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the Iron Giant. I like representation that he's getting in the year of our Lord 2022.
Yeah, I was actually
But
surprised he popped up in the game. I was kind of happy about that.
Iron Giant's a phenomenal movie. It is one of my favorite movies ever made. If you watch that movie, you know that him being in the game doesn't make any sense at all, but it's fine.
It's fine.
Even with all of that in consideration, I feel like they bit off more than they can chew just by way of the stature.
Yeah,
I did.
Colossal Fighters is kind of I mean like to be
I'm
fair, if he ever
concerned.
goes into the haunted mansion, he's just dead.
No, you're fucked.
But
The only thing that concerns me about it long term is that they have found stuff in data mines suggesting Godzilla's coming as well, and it's
yeah,
going
he's
to be a
definitely going to
similar
be another
situation.
colossal character. Yeah.
That sounds
And what's
fantastic.
worse is he's probably going to be a colossal projectile character,
He's going to be a colossal pain in the ass, as opposed to Iron Giant, which is just hitbox.
which is just him smashing you with his ass. But
No, Tail. Come on.
um,
But yeah,
with that, there's also some slight balancing changes that need to be done. But that's
I don't think it's nearly as bad as like fucking Nickelodeon All Stars was or is, but like,
I forgot
yeah,
about that game.
yeah, exactly.
everyone did.
Yeah, they seem to be pretty active in the community as far as listening. I definitely have a lot of hope for this one. It does feel like the dev team's putting a lot of heart and soul into it.
Oh yeah, there's so much.
There's so much care, so much attention to detail.
Well, shit, when you
I
get
mean,
the original fucking voice actors back for the game, you know they actually
That
care.
and
right,
they all have voice lines. They all have voice lines with
all
each
of
other,
them,
and
and
not just
they
one.
interact with each
They
other.
have multiple voice lines to specific characters for every character.
It's great, and like I nerd out about it every time they pop up in a fucking match. But like Tom and Jerry's entire moveset has nothing to do with them actually fighting you. it's Tom and Jerry kicking each other's asses, and you're just in the way when it happens.
That's fucking
it's pretty good.
amazing.
You're just there, and you're in the fucking crossfire, and that's how they fight.
Tom Scream is great.
Yes,
they took the
I heard
original
that when I
fucking
was watching Carter's stream last night. I was like, oh my god, that was the highlight of this.
That and listening to Velma scream "My glasses" are my two favorite ring out sounds.
That and whenever you crawl around on the floor as Velma looking for her glasses, your screen turns blurry.
It's phenomenal.
Your actual
Like,
screen turns blurry.
They genuinely did not need to go that hard.
Yeah. There's also voiced happy birthday lines for every character, and also alt lines for skins that change the character.
Wait, they wish you happy birthday?
Yeah, yeah. If you,
Dude, I'm so pissed. Do you know when that fucking beta launched? Closed beta, the fucking one they were giving out on Twitch, launched on my birthday.
Here, I'll show you the fucking.
Oh my god, I'm so
I'll show
pissed that
you
I
the
missed that.
YouTube. Yeah. Here.
That's amazing.
But yeah, they're like they literally tell you happy birthday. It's the funniest shit.
So fucking cute. I love that. I want LeBron James to tell me happy birthday.
He probably has lines. He probably has lines.
That's
But
great. So right now, then, is it shifted out of beta to early access, or is it shifting to early access soon?
It's like early
I mean,
access beta.
It's early access at this point.
Interesting. Okay.
The game super fun, super fun. As unbalanced as I think some things are overall, I think it's actually pretty healthy.
I think it'll round itself out in time, especially as they're updating the roster with new stuff.
Yeah.
They don't have any kind of long-term plans, like publicly announced, no kind of roadmap or anything. They did announce last week, when the game went public. That's when LeBron James came out. Rick and Morty are also set to launch pretty soon. The more I'm looking at that, I believe it's set to coincide with the season premiere.
Yeah,
This
Return of
fall.
Mortimer probably
So
happening. Yeah, it'll probably happen sometime around the middle of next month.
there's release dates. I just can't remember specifically what they are, but yeah, they've got some kind of roadmap out there. It's just waiting, basically.
Yeah, the next season starts the 8th.
Yes.
Right? Yes.
Yep. So we're in the preseason right
So
now.
that is one thing. That is one thing that I want to address about it. That the battle pass is definitely
Battle
it's a
Pass
little
needs
pricey.
some work.
It's a little
It
pricey.
needs some work. Of all the people to do it, Call of Duty has spoiled me with their battle passes as far as giving you currency to buy the battle pass again.
Yeah.
I do enjoy the self-sustaining model. There is no currency you can use to buy additional battle passes in the battle pass currently.
Yeah.
That should probably be put in there then.
I agree.
I'm wondering if it's just because it's like
Preseason.
Yeah, because it's not even the battle pass that we have right now isn't like an actual battle pass. It's like a halfy. It's a half of.
Job.
Yeah, it's half job. But nah.
All
I
right.
do hope that they monetize it well. And some skins are pretty expensive. Like Batman the animated series skin is like $20.
Yeah.
like some of those skins are pretty
I don't know,
ridiculous,
Julio. How much have you spent on Smite skins?
$200, but we don't talk about that.
No, I think it's the
funny
perfect time to
cartoon
talk about
Cthulhu
that.
is great. So give me a skin that completely changes the animation and the art style of the character, and I'll go ahead and give you $100. But
That's
$20,
literally what Cake is set to do.
nah. Cake is the exact same size, the exact same.
Nah. He says
As funny as sassy black lady Cake the cat is.
Best
okay,
Taco.
Ed Marshall Lee, the Vampire G.
All right.
I'm just waiting for Ben 10.
True.
An alien device
Can be
did
great.
what it did.
It stuck itself upon its wrist the secrets that it had.
Now he's got superpowers. He's no ordinary.
He can
kid.
constantly piss and shit. He's been
Thanks, everyone.
That derailed real quick.
That's literally the only thing. The only two things I know about Ben 10 are the theme song and that fucking clip that goes viral on Twitter every other month with Kevin 11 saying a woman's like a car.
I love
Woman's
it.
like a car.
Go ahead and finish it. No.
Go on.
No.
No.
I forgot about that clip. It is great every time I see it pop back
It
up.
goes viral every other fucking month on Twitter.
I honestly do hope that it's Alien Force Ben 10. I think it'll either be classic or fucking Omniverse, but I have a hope.
Alien Force was
I
the
hope
last
it's
one
a
that I think
CG
I
render
watched.
of the guy from the live action Ben 10 movie.
Wait, what?
Said I hope it's a CG render of the guy from the live action Ben 10 movie.
Yeah.
I forgot how
Yeah.
OP Ben got in Alien Force 2. Isn't that the one where he meets his like 40-year-old virgin version, whichever one you want to go with?
Hey,
He met Ben 10,000 in every series.
Did he really?
Yeah, Ben 10,000 just gets different. Like literally the story is like because Ben meets Ben 10,000, that's why he gets a different Omnitrix every time. Because like he has invariably changed like what
oh,
is happening.
Well,
I thought
didn't
the
he get an
story
upgrade
was
every
the
time he
guy
met
that.
Ben 10,000 too?
Yeah. Like the
Like,
original Ben 10,000 unlocked the unlimited mode for the Omnitrix. And then in Alien Force, he met Ben 10,000 for the Ultimatrix, which could go Ultimate Ben, which was just him with unlimited mode, except he didn't have to transform. He just got all the powers of all the aliens as a human.
All of
Then,
this just sounds like Hasbro selling me toys.
dude,
it kind
you
of
know what?
was.
Ben 10 can do that. I
Yeah.
don't care. Ben 10, probably like my favorite show.
Wait, so my
It's
question is,
valid.
what happened with the unlimited Omnitrix then? Because I don't, he didn't keep it. I'm pretty sure it went back to
That one
locked
got
version.
destroyed. That one self-destructed. Like, yeah, the original Omnitrix self-destructed.
Why?
He got it. So I can't remember why exactly. I think it was being overused, or it was after Vilgax tried to make an army with it, and then it got corrupted, and then it was going nuclear, and it would have blown up like 3 galaxies or
What the
some dumb
fuck?
shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
speaking of going nuclear, let's take a pick right now. You get to add one person to the multiverses roster that has not been leaked or confirmed. Who's your pick?
SpongeBob.
Great.
I want to find a taunt that's just him laughing over and over
Oh,
on a loop.
try to think of like all of the WB
You
fucking.
guys already know my answer, but I'm gonna let you guys go first.
I'm just thinking of like. I don't even. Hold up. I'm gonna need some time.
Yeah, no, that's
Or-
fine. It's a big pantheon of characters.
All right. Well, while he's thinking about that, we'll go ahead and move on to the next article.
Wow. Okay, I guess Isaiah doesn't want to engage in the question I asked.
I
both of you.
did. I said SpongeBob.
Fuck you.
SpongeBob isn't even. Do something better.
You're both wrong.
Well,
Your
hold on,
answer
hold
is
on,
Titan
hold on.
Fire.
What characters have been
Yeah.
leaked so far?
Godzilla, Raven, LeBron James, Rick, Morty, Ben 10,
Gandalf,
Gandalf.
All right.
Joker.
Oh yeah, Joker.
Oh yeah, like fucking.
I don't know. It's just like fucking yeah.
Just casually, like, of
not
course
really,
Joker's there.
if Batman's there, Joker's gonna show up eventually.
That's fair. He's got to follow him around, you know. They're a pair.
Male
I'm gonna
fucking
guess.
pig
Let's
cum
let's, let's
instead.
go with
Iron
Barry
Giant.
Allen version of the Flash.
Barry,
guess
I
Barry
want
Flash.
Ezra Miller's Flash. And
Let's not.
Yeah.
Let's not.
I mean, Neo was fucking data mined. God damn.
really?
Yeah, Neo from the Matrix.
That kind
Yo,
of sucks.
Neo. I'm
That
kind of
kinda
excited for
sucks.
Gizmo.
Oh fuck, Gizmo will be interesting.
Static Shock was also data mined. You'll be a
Oh
Static
my
Shock
god,
main.
yes.
I'll main Static.
Yeah, Black Adam.
You know, you
Craig
can
of the
just call him
Creek was data
Adam.
mined? Really? Craig of the Creek.
That's interesting considering Cartoon Network fucked that show over.
Yeah, Wicked Witch.
Oh,
was
that's
leaked.
right. That was another early leak. Yeah.
Johnny Bravo. I'll probably play a shit ton of Johnny
Hell
Bravo.
yes.
Bro, this is already a fantastic game, and none of these
King
characters are out yet.
King Ramses from Courage.
Ron Weasley.
Can we have
Who
Gordon
else?
Ramsay himself in the game? I want Gordon Ramsay in there.
You know
Yeah,
what? That's mine.
His
That's
special,
mine. I want Eustace from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
That'd be fucking great.
I just want him to fucking whip out the hammer
Booga
like Mr.
booga
Game and
booga.
Watch.
Yeah. I'm getting me mallet.
I just want him whenever he fights Jake the dog to be to just say "you stupid dog" on ball and yeet him off the map.
That's it. They have
Revenge
to do it
kill has to be stupid dog. You made me look
Dude,
bad.
as meme filled
Yeah.
as this game is, they have to see that.
No, I 100% agree. Like, for as much as I'm against them basing Shaggy's entire existence in that game off a meme, I totally think that's the route they should go in this instance.
Good God. This sounds like a very, very good game that's gonna continue to thrive as long as the devs still keep giving a shit.
I truly hope it does.
Oh, Marvin the Martian is gonna be fun too.
That'd be fun. The more Looney Tunes that get in that game, it's just gonna be fucking nutty.
Honestly, I feel like every Looney Tunes character is gonna be busted on release.
Foghorn Leghorn is going to be fucking top
They're
tier.
never gonna put Foghorn Leghorn in the game.
Would they put Foghorn in?
Boy, I said boy. Don't, the very second somebody locks in LeBron James in the very next round, got 2 Foghorn Leghorn. Go ahead and tell me that was a good idea.
God.
It sounds like the Fortnite thing all over again with Martin Luther King Day.
Get out of the dog.
Like, yeah, sure.
That man wakes up, doesn't even fucking brush his teeth, doesn't wipe his ass, does nothing. He awakens from his slumber. He goes to the doghouse. And he fucking ravages that thing's asshole for 5 minutes straight. And then he's just like, oh, what did I do? Like, he is the fucking gaslight king. I love Foghorn Leghorn.
No, Foghorn Leghorn is fucking funny as shit, but he's also not meant for this day and age.
Like, honest to Christ, when they announced HBO Max, I based my subscription day one solely off the fact that Looney Tunes was there in its entirety. You give a fuck about Adult? Yes.
Damn.
I didn't give a fuck about Adult Swim. I didn't care about the Cartoon Network shit. I was just like, give me Looney Tunes.
Oh, you know what else would be great? Duck Dodgers, Daffy.
Duck Dodgers.
Canteen. Duck Dodgers from the 21st and a half century.
I missed that show
was
too.
Great. I don't know how that show was on Cartoon Network.
It was great.
There was a lot of shows, Julio, that we didn't
and,
understand were on fucking children's networks.
That
the
and
Martian
like, the
Queen?
Looney Tunes show was.
Dude, the Looney Tunes show was actually kind of like those shows were.
It was
pretty...
bad.
I did not appreciate them as a kid because it wasn't just typical Looney Tunes shit. But like,
yeah, no, it was like actual
as
adult shit.
I'm like, huh.
Wait a minute, this kind of slaps.
Yeah.
This went over my head as a kid. This is even better now. Oh shit! All right, we gotta move on to the next subject. We've been on this.
Shit.
You doing? Moving on to the next one. According to IGN, on the 27th, GTA 6 will reportedly feature a first female playable character and add new cities over time. The game will apparently feature 2 playable leads influenced by Bonnie and Clyde. Let's see here. Rockstar plans to launch the game with a single city, but obviously will add more locations over time through updates. As part of a report on Rockstar by Bloomberg, sources close to the studio discuss the new female lead who will be Latina. I don't Okay. The character will reportedly be part of a pair of bank robbers and a story. Oh, great! It's another story about bank robbers. It's fantastic. And a story influenced by real-life criminals, Bonnie and Clyde. Female protagonists have previously only been available as custom characters in GTA Online and never in the game's single-player campaigns. Rockstar co-founder Dan Houser, who has since left the company, previously indicated that the company was thinking about a female lead as far back as 2013. Wait. Apparently, the first GTA actually featured female playable characters. So they
Oh
lied in
yes,
this
in all of
article.
their top-down glory.
Yes. It's great. Um, Report also indicates that the launch version of GTA 6 will begin with fictionalized Miami and surrounding areas, presumably a return for Vice City, but will be updated with new missions and cities on a regular basis. That launch version apparently already includes more interior locations than any GTA game previously. Let's see here. Sources say the developers on the game are skeptical about predictions for a launch between April 2023 and March 2024 due to multiple changes on the team and bottlenecks in production. Some developers are even said to have quit due to lack of progress on the game recently. Developers on the team reportedly expect the game to be at least 2 years away and say that no firm release date has been set internally. However, much of the report focuses on progressive changes at Rockstar in recent years, including a more inclusive office culture, focusing on reducing crunch and removal of abusive managers, conversion of contractors into full-time employees, and a restructure to improve working conditions. Morale is said to be higher at the company as a result, and one source said Rockstar was a boys' club transformed into a real company. So, what do you guys think about that?
I have not liked Rockstar's design philosophy for video games since Bully. I realize it's a boomer take. I played through GTA 5. I enjoyed the story. The characters were great. I don't like how any of their fucking games play.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm actually gonna backpedal on that a little bit. Red Dead Redemption 1 was the last game of theirs that I thoroughly enjoyed. Um, love GTA 4 as well. That string of games, Bully, GTA 4, Red Dead Redemption, fantastic. And then I think they fell off. Um, not due to like any lack of quality, because obviously I think it's a giant disservice to everyone who works on those games to say that they're not technical marvels and insane for the times that they've come out. Um, I just don't like how hard they lean into realism to the point where a lot of times they don't feel good to control.
Well, what do you mean?
Yeah,
I just like Red Dead 2 was a really good highlight of exactly what my problem was. Going like by the time I stopped playing GTA 5, where it's just like if there's like a slight incline, your character can't fucking walk up a hill without tripping, and then it's gonna be a super realistic world until you ragdoll for touching a tree that has no fucking physics behind it other than collision.
yeah, that is kind of a thing that
But
I've
I'm
noticed.
supposed to be fucking hyper immersed in this super detailed, realistic world where everything but the trees are just
The trees are
like
hidden killers. Everything else is
the
fine.
foliage in every Rockstar game is just a fucking hitbox that has leaves drawn on it. Like, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Go fucking boot up any Rockstar game right now.
And
Try to run into a tree, and you let me know how that goes.
Carter really got soloed by a tree
You're
and said, "Oh fuck."
everyone gets soloed by. You cannot tell me you have played GTA and not had a time that you have been ejected from a car because you hit a fucking tree.
I know that
Ejected.
I do like. I mean, I feel like you would probably be ejected from a vehicle if you do hit a tree,
And
but
that's fine, but like there's not even a
not when you're
fucking
moving at
reaction
3 feet
like the tree
per
doesn't
fucking
even
minute.
fall, it doesn't move, there's nothing. It's just fucking there, man. They're like, bring the next one on, fuckface. I'm ready.
But no, yeah, no, GTA 5, like on foot, I feel like most of it is pretty okay. Other than like, yeah, yeah, the inclines can be real annoying, but like especially in GTA 5, like driving just feels bad. Like,
That's fair.
And these are the same guys that made fucking Midnight Club.
True.
yeah,
Midnight
like
Club
the only
has. I miss Midnight Club so much.
Fucking.
like
I don't know.
I remember when Northern Lion first played GTA 5 for like the first 3 hours of the game, he would
Yeah.
literally shoot out the back tires just so that he could control the vehicle.
Yes.
Like,
What?
And like the fact that the vehicles are what they've expanded on in quantity. I've gone back several times in the last fucking almost decade that that game's been out now, and at no point have I thought that it's had a fundamentally transformative update.
yeah,
Like it's just more, and like fucking hats off to them for making a game that, like we talked about earlier, it's still on the fucking top 10 chart every week. I don't know who the fuck's buying it, but like, you
They
know,
fucking doing it.
good for them. I'm glad the fucking, I hope the cast is getting royalties off of that because they're fucking set
yeah,
for
they'd be
life.
making bank.
But I just,
But
I don't know. I want a lot more out of that fucking $1 trillion company. And sorry if I sound like an asshole for saying it.
I mean
Nah.
it's fair.
Yeah.
I feel
It
like
upsets me that they didn't even give Red Dead Redemption 2 a chance with the online.
oh yeah, no that game got shit on. The online got shit on.
Yeah.
It is kind of weird that like GTA has had like years to figure out the formula for their automobiles, the things that were
The part that gives them a third of the fucking title.
yeah, they just can't seem to figure it out. And then one of the lines that stands out is it will be updated with new missions in cities on a regular basis.
I
Like this will
do not
definitely
fuck with
be
these. It's
yeah,
going to be a fucking games as a service thing, and it has not panned out well once in the last decade that's been a fucking gameplay model.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
but
Why
can't say
don't
I'm
you
surprised that's the direction.
since Carter's already on a rant right now?
Yeah,
Why don't
let's.
you tell us about the
Okay.
MetaQuest 2?
So everyone's favorite fucking guy, Mark Zuckerberg, the brisket man himself, the meat maker, the boy. Facebook and Meta have announced a change in price to the the MetaQuest 2, whatever the fuck they're calling it now. Um, you know how most things come out after a while, and after 2 or 3 years, there's a price drop because it's been out for 2 years? We're not doing that. Instead, starting August 1st, both models, the 128 gig and the 256 gig, are going to go up in price by $100 a pop.
Disgusting.
128 gig is going to go for 400, 256 is going to go for 500. But as a consolation prize, if you purchase it between August 1st and December 31st, which the price hike goes live August 1st, but if you buy it between August 1st and the end of the year, you'll get a free copy of Beat Saber.
That's just fantastic, dude. I've always wanted a free thing of Beat Saber, dude. And all I got to do is pay $40 more than if I just bought the regular Quest or Meta.
Dude, Mark Zuckerberg is my favorite person on this planet that is definitely a human.
What do you mean,
He is
dude? He is human.
so cool. I love the way that his nose allows him to inhale and exhale out of his lungs like a human does. It is so awesome.
How
Mass
The
awesome
way
is it?
his
inflation
eyes
is one
work
of the
like
reasons for the
eyes.
price increase. The cost of making cheaper products.
I suppose I should talk about the actual article because, like,
He said blog post.
I'm just fucking mad. Yeah, like the big reason they're citing is the cost of production, both for the hardware and the software.
Just a lie and a half.
Yeah, no shit. They also teased some fucking roadmap, I guess. Some kind of hardware roadmap saying that they're going to launch Project Cambria later this year. I don't know. It's probably some fucking metaverse shit that makes me wish God would just say, all right, today's the day and be done.
I really like that this came out after they got their asses sued for Meta.
Yeah,
It's even better. Like,
it's
man,
gonna be
Wait, did
great.
they actually end up losing that case?
yes.
Yeah,
Hey, I remember talking to Julio about this, and he said, "Nah, they gonna lose."
yeah. The part that pisses me off is some of the VR exclusivity that they have to their name. The big one that's also noted in this article is Resident Evil 4 VR is exclusive to this fucking Facebook headset.
Dude, I can message all my friends on Facebook while gunning down zombies.
Nobody even cares about that.
Fucking sign
Dude,
me up, dude.
People are gonna
Julio,
be
what are
up in
you
arms about the
Julio?
Among Us VR and not
Whoa.
being able to be.
Let's back it up for a second, Julio. Are you telling me that you don't like using Facebook Messenger to have one easy place to store all your friends and contacts?
Did you mean Isaiah?
No, weren't you the
I
one
definitely
cheating on
didn't say
Facebook
that.
Messenger?
Oh yeah, all the minorities look the same. I get it. See, they all sound the same to you, don't
Not
they?
even what I dude, James,
Jesus
shut up. Not even what I
I'm supposed to be the one that
Tempted.
does those jokes. All right, Julio, you can't be stealing my shit.
Why?
Also,
Why is he
but
stealing it, Isaiah?
Oh, you know
yeah,
why? Because he's a
damn,
minority.
damn.
Jesus.
But no, yeah, that was Isaiah who was talking about Facebook Messenger.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't give a shit about
Dude,
Facebook.
Isaiah, don't you love having Facebook Messenger, an easy place to store all your Facebook friends and phone contacts in one easy location?
Oh yes, I love all the excess amounts of bots that I get on all the shit that I'm trying to sell on Facebook on a regular
Dude, just
basis.
buy their feet pics and they go away. It works every time. They
Oh no, dude,
immediately block
they're
the
just
ad
having
price
a
and then
friend pick
$30.
up my thing, but they totally want to buy it. They just want to pay through Zelle or Facebook Pay or Venmo or something, dude, because they're stuck at work or they're out of state or they're on the road
You don't know their life.
or they're in a different country or they're currently going to the moon.
What's wrong with being in a different country?
Dude, I really like the ones going to the moon.
Yeah. You know what else is going to the moon?
What?
Dogecoin.
Yay!
Technically, it did. I made like $700 off that shit.
Shut the fuck
Bitcoin
up.
trash.
Crypto, I can't finish that.
I
but
did it.
just
I
know that
did it
there was-
once. All right.
Know that there was some alliteration.
I did it once, and that was because a coworker of mine was just like, "Bro, you better jump in while you can. This shit's going crazy right now."
Gonna go on Saturday Night Live, and then this coin with the fucking pupper on it is gonna be heckin' epic.
Yeah.
Nah.
Now before that, because that was on the
He's
decrease,
a 4chaner.
my coworker made like $8,000 off that shit.
Yeah, you can make a lot. Like
Yeah,
all you gotta
no,
do is pay
he made a shit
attention
ton.
to.
Yeah, you can. I can go into the fridge and shove my pork loin that I have thawing up my ass, but like,
I don't know. That sounds kind of hard. No pun intended.
right? Nah, it's probably like half chub at this point. It's been in there for a while.
That's gotta be like a weird feeling.
I don't know. Never done it.
Guess you're gonna find out soon, aren't you?
I don't like Facebook.
Oh shit. But yeah, no, the price that reason for the price hike is bullshit. They just want more money. That's it. That's the tweet. That's the confirmation. All right.
Like
The real
Facebook.
the real mystery, instead of the reason why the Oculus Quest is getting a price hike, is what kind of what other race do you guys think, or what species do you guys think Mark Zuckerberg is?
I don't know what you're talking about. I think he's a human, and I think that only someone from the planet Glepnar 7 would try and identify him as one of their own species.
Omicron Persia 8.
Oh shit.
Great.
Oh my god.
There's a
Alright.
reason he is one of the only rich dudes who hasn't tried to go to space yet.
He already knows what's out there, dude.
It's true, because
You might run into one of his cousins.
It's an Invader Zim situation.
Mark, why do you already have a spaceship in your garage? Shut up.
That
Just
is
jump
not
in.
a spaceship. It is a car. I am going to Kroger.
Me
Mean
and my one human
Colorado?
heart.
Yeah, that. How are we gonna get there? With this car. Why does it have wings on it? And why is it making a weird noise? Don't worry about it. It's electric.
I am going to the nourishment facility. I mean, Wendy's.
Not sponsored.
You can sponsor us if you want to, though. We're fucking
I
hilarious.
enjoy this processed beef product. I mean, this cheeseburger.
Shit. All right. Moving on to the next hilarious article. Black Panther is getting a video game. It's going to be an open world single player game and is currently in development. Reporter Jeff Grubb says that this will likely be the debut project of a new studio founded by a former head of Monolith, which made Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War. Which, to be fair, those were good games-ish. Shadow of War had that Dead Space 3 mindset where they thought they could get away with
Nothing gets my
microtransactions.
cock harder than microtransactions in a single player game.
Oh yeah, it's fucking great.
Nothing.
And I was having a debate with my buddy Kenton, because he was just like, well, I don't mind microtransactions in like any of my games at first, because he was just like, because they're there by choice, and I'm just like, but in single player games, the only reason why they put microtransactions in there is because they know they're going to make a profit. They know they're going to make a profit because it's probably a resource or an open world style game that they know that they can adjust the rates to loot drops and shit, and when you don't get lucky in quotations, they can say, oh, hey, why don't you just buy this legendary chest for $2.99? So yes, it does affect gameplay. You just don't notice it at first. But yeah, no. Like I would say, outside of the microtransactions thing, which they reverted, I will give them that. They were good games. So, nonetheless, Marvel fans saw what's next for Black Panther with the stellar Wakanda Forever trailer from Comic-Con this weekend, which, by the way, loved the soundtrack that they used. Was a remixed version of All Right by Kendrick Lamar. I liked it. It was good. But that's not all. That's not all that's in the works. A Black Panther game is also said to be in development and may be coming from a new studio founded by, once again, Monolith Productions. Reporter Jeff Grubb talked about the new game on his daily news show for GameSpot. Sister Site Giant Bomb. According to Grubb, it will be an open-world single-player game and something of an origin story. It takes place after the previous Black Panther has died, so players must take on the challenge of becoming the new Black Panther. It's very early in development, so no release window was given. The new game has been codenamed Project Rainier, and it's coming from Rainier, and it's coming from EA. Grubb said that this is likely the debut project from Seattle. Oh, Jesus Christ, how many times does he repeat himself? 3 times is what he did. Anyways, what do you guys think? Y'all gonna be interested in it? Don't give a shit? What's going on here? What's the thoughts?
Honestly, probably wait and see what's going on with it. I'm not really a big Black Panther fan.
Fair.
Like, it's definitely not one of the solid Marvel IPs. I don't really think anybody really knew who he was until the Avengers movies came out. So.
I did, but I'm also mixed. So
That's how I feel about Spider-Man. I don't think people really knew who Spider-Man was until like Infinity War.
Until 2004.
No.
Oh, Sam Raimi. Nobody
I'd
knew
say
Sam
like
Raimi.
Infinity War.
Did you guys know that they came out with a Fantastic Four movie in the early 90s?
Yeah.
I did not
Oh,
know
shit.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's
It
a reason
sucks.
why I
In
didn't
fact,
know
I'm
of it.
pretty
Just
sure
the
that that
rest of
one was
them.
unreleased because it was bad.
Yeah.
There is a Fantastic Four movie that was not released to general public because of its quality. Think
Yeah.
about that. Because do you know what Fantastic Four movie was released to the public? The fucking 2013 one.
Dude, at this point,
Oh boy.
if they fuck up fucking part 6 fucking Fantastic Four movie,
Oh,
they just can't do it.
there's articles in here about that.
Yeah, no, we'll
Scene.
be getting into that.
I'm gonna get into that in a bit. I have words to say.
Yeah. As for me, like I said, I knew about Black Panther because my dad is a huge Marvel nerd in general, and on top of that, like when he got me into it, it was around the time I started using a computer at least semi regularly. So I go into fucking rabbit holes about comic book lines, stumbled upon Black Panther. Dad said he was a fairly big fan of his comic books and stuff and the character overall. Didn't know a lot about him though until think it was closer to Winter Soldier, I want to say, was when I started learning about him because obviously after the movie came out, I was like, oh shit, this is a pretty interesting character. And Chadwick Boseman's a fairly good fucking actor, so I was like, all right, well, let me look into this guy some more. So, I don't know. What about you, Carter?
Um, I'm cautiously optimistic. I do enjoy the recent batch of Marvel games that have come out. I'll sing the praises of Insomniac's Spider-Man to the high heavens. Thought Miles Morales was a pretty good spin-off game for its length. Um, I I don't know. Avengers is its own fucking that was
That
Square. I
game
don't want
doesn't
Marvel
exist,
too much
Carter.
in that. It doesn't. But I'll tell you what does exist, and I'm pissed that Square isn't acknowledging it. The Guardians of the Galaxy game that came out last year. I've been playing that in my off time, off stream, and it is fan fucking tastic. It's basically just Mass Effect with the Guardians crew. Um, recently I think they're in a pretty good spot overall with their video game stuff, and I would definitely check it out if it's decent enough. Um, the more that we're finding out about the fucking Marvel Eternal Sun, whatever that strategy RPG is, the more I'm excited for that to come out next month as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
That is fair. That is fair.
and then obviously Insomniac just fucking churning shit out like it's a fucking MCU project with both the Spider-Man sequel and then Wolverine.
Yeah.
We don't really know a ton about Wolverine other than it is a game about Wolverine. So
All right. Well, guess we'll find out over the next few months, huh?
it's true. It's true.
Hopefully, anyways.
Thanks,
true.
Wolfie boy.
Moving on to the next MCU riddled article. MCU Phase 6 will begin with Fantastic Four and end with Avengers Kang Dynasty and Avengers Secret Wars. Revealed during, once again, San Diego Comic-Con. We learned that Phase 6 will begin with Fantastic Four and end with 2 new Avengers movies titled The Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, which I'm actually happy that they're going into that storyline because I know pretty much nothing about it. I know that Doctor Doom is involved in it in some case. That's about it. So
It's gonna be fucking good.
Oh
This
yeah.
is probably the only actual like major section of Marvel movies that I will watch.
Yeah?
Yeah, like Secret Wars is probably one of the best Marvel lines to ever come out.
It's honestly people have been campaigning for it since like Avengers 1.
Well, I did hear that. I actually no, I do remember that because I remember seeing people saying, "Bro, how awesome would that be if we see Secret Wars in this? If it continues to keep, if MCU keeps going like this?"
Yeah.
And I was
Oh,
just
as soon
like,
as fucking Spider-Man showed up in fucking Civil War, they're like, they're gonna do it. I'm like that, yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, like after they did Civil War, like yes, they're definitely gonna do Secret. Like you can't do Civil War and then not do Secret Wars. Like that's not that they're kind of
Yeah,
like
you gotta keep the
intertwined.
war going. They really are.
Like
let's see here. Marvel also confirmed that the end of Phase 6 will complete the MCU's second saga, which is now officially called the Multiverse Saga. All right, fair enough. We also learned that Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four is coming to theaters November 8th of 2024. The next Avengers movie will come out shortly after, called The Kang Dynasty, which will come out in theaters May 2nd of 2025. And then Secret Wars will hit theaters just 6 months later, on November 7th. God damn. So it's like
Yeah,
that's actually really so they're trying to do like another Infinity War / Endgame type of thing.
Yeah.
I'm willing to at this point call it the structure of the Marvel arcs. It's very clear that they're going for like a 3-act thing.
That's fair. I don't know. I mean, I don't mind
Deciding
it. I
to
think
go through.
Infinity War and Endgame were actually fairly good. Endgame had some low points and kind of like stupid moments, but I'd say overall it was pretty good. The once again, I will say this again. I'm not like anti-feminist or anything. I'm not a misogynist, but the way that they just kind of threw that random girl power scene at the end of Endgame was kind of cringy. I'm not gonna lie.
So I don't have a problem with what this saga is. I have a problem with the bloat that is this saga.
Well, what do you mean?
So, Infinity Saga, I get it. There were like, they need to establish characters, which is going to be true for any phase that they're doing. They need to establish characters and storylines, and that's fine. When we started the whole Thanos train, it was, that people call it Nick Fury's big week. You've got Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Captain America, and then Avengers. It's him rallying the Avengers, building a team. At the end of Avengers, they're like, "Hey, Thanos is coming." Phase 2, they're establishing the universe. They're getting in more characters. You're getting Scarlet Witch, Spider-Man, Ant-Man, Guardians, and with as Guardians especially, they're really hammering in how much of a threat Thanos is. And then you get to phase 3, and it's fucking he's here. We're splitting the team up, and we're paving the way for him to come in and do his Thanos shit. Fine. They did all of that. Phase 1 was only 12 hours of content. Phase 2 is like 16. Like all in all, start to end was like 50 hours of content.
Which is actually crazy when you put it that way.
Yes.
That's
Phase
actually
4.
insane.
Phase 4, which is everything that we've gotten post. Technically, Phase 3 ended with Spider-Man: No Way Home, or Far From Home, excuse me. Far From Home, the second one. Since that movie came out and the Infinity Saga has ended, Phase 4 has consisted of 55 hours of content.
That's a lot.
I get what they're doing. I can appreciate that they're using Disney Plus to deepen characters that people like. I don't like that they are pushing it all as mandatory viewing experiences. Because the argument that people are making in favor of them just bloating the fucking release schedule with shit is, oh, well, it's how the comics do it. Okay, the comics do that. Comics take you 10 fucking minutes to read tops. You are not sitting there for 7 hours watching a show and then waiting for that show to end and be like, okay, remember that in 3 years. Because it's how TV is made, it's how you produce film. It takes time. You can't just fucking draw a comic and have it be out in a week. The other problem that I have is that I really feel like with them confirming that it is Kang after, I mean, it was pretty solidly locked down after Loki season 1 was done, considering that he shows up at the end of Loki season 1, spoiler alert. I don't like that they did that. They did Spider-Man, like they spent all year last year building it up to be a multiverse thing, and then everything that has come out between Eternals and Thor, with the exception of Doctor Strange, has been about the fucking God Pantheon. For seemingly no reason. Thor hammered in the whole God thing. They were actually pretty explicit about it not being a multiversal story. Thor: Love and Thunder. Moon Knight was self-contained, and really all both of those did by the time it was done was to introduce the gods. They brought them in.
I was gonna say because
Eternals,
they brought Gore the God Butcher in with Love and Thunder.
yeah, and then they killed him.
Oh, well,
Because why would I deserve to have anything nice? Like, Christian Bale is too good for the MCU. Eternals was 3.5 hours of just, hey, the gods were here, but we didn't do anything. Lol.
I didn't really like
there,
Eternals.
there's just not a point right now to them introducing the Pantheon if they're setting up
Secret Wars.
Secret Wars.
Yeah, because well, honestly, I don't know much about Secret Wars, so I don't know how much the Celestials are involved, but they can't possibly
Not a
be
lot.
involved too much because we
Not
got
a
a
lot.
little bit about the Celestials in Eternals, sure, and then I think they must show up in some capacity in Love and Thunder at least a little bit because Gore the God
Nope.
Butcher literally kills a shit ton of them.
Nope.
That's how he's supposed to gain his strength, anyways.
Nope. You know how many people you see Gore the God Butcher kill in Thor: Love and Thunder, that movie about Gore the God Butcher, who's a God Butcher? Do you know how many people you see him kill? You know what his body count is in that movie? Take a guess.
I'm guessing 3.
Lower.
Oh, 1.
Ding ding. He has 1 on-screen kill in that entire fucking movie.
That's kind of disappointing, I'm not gonna lie.
I agree. I do not like Thor: Love and
Okay,
Thunder.
so my question is, did they do anything with his sword? Did they introduce what's his dick?
Yeah, he's got his loadout. Like, the sword's there.
What the fuck is the sword called?
It's called the Necrosword, but I don't remember what is it
It's not the
core?
Necrosword. That's not.
It's supposed to be.
So that's not the actual name.
All I remember is that maybe he ended up calling it that, but nonetheless, it's supposed to be the first symbiote created by the god of the symbiotes. I don't remember what his name is, though.
Yeah.
Null is the original symbiote.
That's who it is. Okay.
Null's God Killer sword.
The official name of the sword is All Black the Necrosword.
Yeah, All Black. There you go.
Okay. Okay, so did they set up Null?
The sword is there. They didn't set up Null.
No.
The only thing that they used.
The only thing they
used. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I mean,
they set up with Gore was, and again, this is spoilers for Thor: Love and Thunder. I'm only putting it out there because it's the most recent Marvel thing. Okay, great. The only thing they set up by the end of it is that Gore had a daughter, which was his entire character arc in the movie, even though he doesn't have a daughter in the comics.
He has a son in the comics.
Right. So he has a daughter that dies in the comics. The whole thing he's trying to do is bring her back through I can't remember the name of the fucking MacGuffin. But he's trying to bring her back with this fucking magic thing that he can do. He ends up bringing her back, but he also dies in the process. And then Thor basically adopts his daughter.
I don't like that.
That's weird. See, now I normally don't mind it when they go off off comic, like off script or whatever you want to call it, because normally it's not bad. It's honestly not, and I don't mind them making their own creative spin on it. But now I'm starting to understand why people were saying that Love and Thunder was fucking ass.
In all of that, my biggest problem with that movie, I could forgive all of that if it took itself seriously for 2 minutes.
Yeah,
there's an entire subplot where Jane Foster is dying of cancer, and they just undercut it with jokes every fucking time.
Yeah,
well, isn't the point of her getting the old Thor hammer though, like that the powers are supposed to be preventing the cancer or some shit from spreading? or like
Yeah,
it.
that's why they made it a really cool plot point in this movie where every time she's using the hammer, it's killing her.
What the fuck?
Do you want to know how they explain it in the movie? Do you want me to tell you how they explain it in the movie?
Go ahead, bud. Just fucking let it
Go
rip.
ahead and rewind the stream 30 seconds and listen to me explain how they explain what the hammer's doing in the movie, because it's the exact same thing. There is just like two lines of dialogue where they're like, "Oh, the hammer is making your cancer worse after you're done using it to be a god." And then like the goat comes in and does funny screaming goat meme from 2012.
I
I'm really pissed off that that movie is directed by the same
I
man that made Jojo Rabbit.
I can't get over how much they bastardized this whole plot line.
yeah,
No,
they really
it's the
didn't
curse.
need.
It's the curse of Thor. Every other movie is shit. Every even numbered Thor movie is shit. That's just the trend that we have now. And they completely threw away all of his fucking character growth from Infinity War and Endgame. Like
Are
he
you
was right
fucking
back to
kidding?
where he was after Ragnarok. It was just fucking gone. He's a man child again.
I just don't know how you're gonna kill off.
How are you gonna kill off Gore the God Butcher? I don't understand.
Because he made a wish and then he died.
I hate so this is the one thing I hate in the MCU so goddamn much is that
Yeah,
they're trying to make a lot of the villains into like tragic heroes.
I can respect them making them actual characters, but I hate that they're all.
So
This is my sob story. Like it's the same vibe I get when I watch someone show
so
up
that's
on
the
like
thing.
America's Got Talent, and it's like my grandma died when I was 3, and she was 97, and she got me into music, and it really destroyed me emotionally at my core when I was 3 and was faced with the concept of death, even though she was 97.
So here's the thing. I'm kind of okay with the way they handled Thanos. Thanos was just kind of like an
Well, no,
asshole in the
that was
original
fine.
Infinity Saga.
And
He was
if
just simping for Lady Death.
Yeah,
That's what that
that
shit
that
was.
Right.
yes.
Like if the
They,
way they built Thanos up in Infinity War is completely different. Because
but
they gave it time. Infinity War was like his movie.
but
Well, not only that, but they actually gave him a like they gave him an objective and a philosophy slash reasoning behind it to where I was like, okay, I can understand why a psychopath would be like, okay, I want to be a good person. How do I be a good person? Well, everything's going away. There's too much life in the universe. Let me just go ahead and kill half of everything. All right, that's believable enough. Okay, highly ambitious demigod. All right, fair. All right, cool. Why are you trying to make all these other fuckers anything outside of just simply just being assholes? I don't understand.
so that's the thing. Like Gore the God Butcher, he had like
He
an
actually
act.
had a good like
He had a
backstory.
good backstory. He had an awesome storyline, and part of his character was that as he grew, as he became like Gore the God Butcher, because like originally he was just some tribal dude
Well,
that
not only
was
that, but he was on a dying planet
yeah, he was on a dying planet and the gods there
where
they
shit.
yeah, they were shit and they never listened to what the fuck he was talking about and it was an awesome Thor line and now that makes me think that Thor is just going to be shit in the MCU now because that's like one of the best modern Thor storylines to like come out in a long time.
Well,
But
not only that, I think he gets a power boost after he gets done with Gore by the end of the
yeah,
comic
because
book line.
he gets the Odin Force
That's what it
in
was.
that
Okay,
line.
I thought it
Yeah,
was about to be. I thought it was Rune King Thor at first, but no.
yeah, he gets yeah, because that's a storyline that leads into the ending of that. He gets he during Ruin King, he like basically does a bunch of alternate timelines. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The thing I'm talking about right now is like Gore the God Butcher. Like he slowly became this like actual villain because like he didn't like the gods because they basically like just shit on him his entire life, even though
Yeah.
he had been like a good person. And then he finally found like just two Celestials, which were
That were
Noel
on.
and some
One was on the
random.
verge of dying. The other one was
Yeah,
dead.
yeah. One was dead, and the other one was Noel. That's where he got all black from. Was from Noel. But after he found that, he just discovered, oh, like gods can be killed. Like I can do this shit. And so then he goes on this giant rampage that leads to him murdering just slews of people, and then he goes and kills like basically all of fucking Asgard. But as this is happening, his son is watching this happen, and he's like trying to bring his dad back from the brink of like, hey, you used to do this because like shitty gods were shitty. Now you're just killing all of them, like indiscriminately, and destroying planets for it.
Yeah. So,
And
in other words, they took a fairly thought out villain that had a very solid foundation, and they just said, I want to bring my daughter back.
yeah, like
Counterpoint: Thor: Love and Thunder, you can see Chris Hemsworth's ass.
I just don't care.
So what's the better story? You know, I mean,
It's just I don't know. Yeah. Nah, I get it. Like Gore the God Butcher, nobody really knows who he is. Like unless you're
But the
unless you're
thing
like
is, though, is that they had a
fans.
good opportunity to make him into something that people actually cared about.
yeah,
Yeah.
They just
which was
literally had to follow the fucking comic book line.
which was supplemented incredibly by the fact that they had Christian fucking Bale.
Yeah. Yeah, it just helps even more because I think the Thor movies would have been stronger for it because it also leads into a lot of character growth for Thor as a
Yeah,
person
no,
too.
like Gore the God Butcher is like, especially the way they wrote him recently in the comics. He's been like Thor's fucking Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Like that is his moral compass.
So I don't know.
This
It
is
just kind
big
of
bad.
feels like when you make a villain, it'd be like making the Joker have a morally correct philosophy. Like he truly believes that this is a good reason to be doing this, and then Batman has to be kind of like this middle ground. Like he's not. That's what it kind of feels like to me
That's
whenever they
fair.
try and do this with these villains, because it's just like, oh well, now that we've made this very clear villain closer to the middle of the moral compass, well now you've brought your heroes closer to the middle of the compass, and I'm still supposed to believe that they're like great and good. Like
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's
But
fairly disappointing.
counterpoint, counterpoint. In Thor: Love and Thunder, they make a joke, which is pretty much the equivalent of a Holocaust joke. Um, there is an ice cream shop in New Asgard
Yep, I remember
called
seeing that.
Infinity Cones, and it's very funny. Um,
God damn.
You don't understand, Julio. The poster picture that they chose was modeled after a photo that was taken in the middle of 9/11 of a guy that was falling from one of the towers.
What the fuck?
But
it
instead
was
of that, they repurposed it into Thor, just flying downward.
it was very humorous.
Very ha ha, you know. It's great.
Please tune in Sundays at 9 p.m. on Fox for my new sitcom, The Gulf Boars, a story about three veterans in the '60s just being bored while they fight the Gulf Wars. Executive
I
produced
need you to
by Seth
stop.
MacFarlane.
This is too much. I can't. Oh shit. Oh
I
god.
don't know.
Just no.
I'm excited that there is a clear path for them going forward. I'm glad that for the most part they've got the timeline laid out. Um, There is a lot of cool shit that was announced in that panel as well, as far as content goes.
Leading us into our next article. She-Hulk and Black Panther Wakanda Forever will conclude
sorry,
Phase 4.
cool shit, but
Huh?
keep going.
Will conclude Phase 4 of the MCU, and they also revealed Phase 5. Let's see here. Phase 5 will begin with on February 17th of next year with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and will end on July 26th of 2024 with the Thunderbolts. In between, 10 more MCU films and TV series will air. The full Phase 5 schedule is of, well, obviously Ant-Man, and then there's Secret Invasion, which is spring of next year. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is May 5th of next year. Echo is slated to come out summer of next year. Loki Season 2 is also slated to come out next year in the summer. The Marvels is coming out July 28th of next year. Blade is set to come out November 3rd of next year. Which I'm actually very hyped for. I want to see a rehashing of Blade, because doesn't he show up in Secret Wars too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's a pretty big mishmash.
Yeah, I do remember there's a shit ton of heroes and villains that pop up, and I think there's also, isn't there like a Hive version or a Hydra version of Captain America that pops up too?
We don't talk about that.
Oh, okay. Ironheart is set to come out fall of next year. Agatha: Coven of Chaos is supposed to come out winter of 23/24, or I'm assuming leading into 2024.
Winter takes place over the course of the end of one year and the beginning of another.
That's fair. Daredevil: Born Again is supposed to come out spring of 2024. Captain America: The New World Order is slated to come out May 3rd of 2024. And then Thunderbolts, which I'm actually kind of hyped for, is supposed to come out July 26th of 2024.
I don't really know the Thunderbolts.
They're
Marvel's equivalent of Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Colonel what's his dick creates it and then becomes the leader,
Sanders.
I think.
Yeah, Colonel Sanders comes in and
Fucking
he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna
Y'all like chicken?
dish out some Kentucky Fried Whoop ass."
I need you to stop.
That just
Why?
reminded me
I
of
need you to stop.
That just reminded me of the KF Corps issue of.
You mean Norm Macdonald?
No, it was like a DC KFC crossover where Colonel Sanders, there was an evil version of Colonel Sanders who basically was making like chicken nugget meat goo and like trying to pass that off as actual KFC. So the original Colonel Sanders had to go through the multiverse of the DC universe in order to stop an evil version of himself from selling what is basically chicken nuggets.
I don't.
And they were called the KF Corps. There was a doomsday version of Colonel Sanders, and it's the greatest shit. There's also the animal. You remember the fucking Animal Justice League? Yeah, well, in that universe, the Colonel is a chicken, and he also still sells chicken.
I emotionally.
I'm tired, boss.
No. Emotionally, that put me in the same position I was in when I found out Michael Jackson died.
Hold on. I have a picture.
No. I trust you. I will take your fucking.
Show him the
word
picture
for it.
anyways.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember where you were when Michael Jackson died? When you found out Michael Jackson died?
I remember.
This is another one of those moments for me.
It's so great. It's so good.
Jesus Christ. But and then the last bit of news is the premiere of She-Hulk, or the She-Hulk actually got a new trailer ahead of its August 17th premiere on Disney Plus, and it featured the Hulk, a Hulk/She-Hulk training montage, Emil Blonsky / Abomination, Wong, and Charlie Cox's Daredevil. So that'll be interesting.
To start off, can we just fucking appreciate that Marvel was able to recognize, specifically Kevin Feige, because I get the feeling he's the one making the final calls on this, but they were able to listen to fan reception enough to have Charlie Cox come back. And not only is he coming back as Daredevil, but Jesus Christ, our Daredevil fans going to be eating the next 3 years.
Yeah.
Now we just need the Punisher to come back.
No, we don't.
We do. I missed that. Listen, that show on Netflix was actually pretty fucking good. I liked it.
That's definitely a take.
Listen
I
here.
actually fell asleep. I tried to watch the first episode and I fell asleep.
I mean, to be fair, they found a really good actor for it. Now you could say the plot could have used some work.
That's fine. Like Tom Hardy's a great Venom. I'm not gonna tell people that Venom should be counted as part of the MCU. There's fucking romantic comedies with two gay men who can't fucking express their feelings for each other, and one of them happens to be a tentacle porn thing.
What?
Dude, I love Venom.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, as far as this whole lineup goes, I am excited. Jonathan Majors is a fantastic casting choice um for Kang. If you guys don't watch any other episode of it, I would strongly encourage you to at least watch the finale for season 1 of Loki. That entire episode is basically him monologuing, and holy fuck, is it some of the best performance I have seen out of the MCU ever. Like, it's like Heath Ledger Joker level. Just
Oh damn!
you're sitting
All
there
right.
engrossed in what he's saying and explaining, and he's basically laying out his entire fucking plan. Like, if you want to know what's going to happen by the time we get to that fucking Avengers 5 movie, he tells you right there in that fucking episode everything that's going to happen.
Oh, all right. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Kang is who the fuck? Whose son is he that went into the future or some shit like that?
He is a descendant of Reed Richards.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Okay. Okay.
He
I was
is
gonna
a
say.
descendant of the Richard family. One thing that I recently found this out within the last few days, just kind of going through the Loki stuff again in preparation for the next year. They originally were going to have multiple people cast as the different variants of Kang,
That would have been
and after he went in and they were pretty much done with Loki, they looked at his performance in that one episode that he is in and said, "Okay, you're just doing all of it."
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, like he's gonna be fantastic. I love Jonathan Majors. He's a great actor, great shit. It's gonna be cool. Again, Daredevil. One thing to note about Daredevil as well, versus these other Marvel shows. Typically, the Marvel shows we've gotten up to this point are like 6, 7, at the most 8 episodes. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm pretty sure they've all been 6 episodes. Not only did they confirm we're getting multiple seasons of Daredevil Born Again, season 1 is 17 fucking episodes.
Jesus.
So like he's getting a fucking show. And something else they kind of they touched on in interviews after the next slate was announced. They're gonna start leaning into the street level heroes a lot more too. They're considering Spider-Man to now be a street level hero after the events of No Way Home and Daredevil. So I can assume in time we'll definitely see more of that Netflix universe kind of bleed into the actual MCU or whatever
Well,
they end up doing with those.
to be fair, Spider-Man's always been a street level fighter. Like, obviously, there are
Right,
versions
but
of him that are fucking powerhouses, and to be fair, he still is.
The iteration that we got was kind of not in the MCU. Like Homecoming, yes, and then it just kind of escalated from there until No Way Home, which was a pretty good reset / origin story for him. But what else? Oh yeah, something that's like not on this list, notably. They did also confirm the Spider-Man show that they announced last year is coming out. I believe they said 2024 for that. It's basically just going to be a Spider-Man cartoon. They've said that it's not going to be explicitly linked into the larger MCU, but they have specifically stated that it's going to be a branch universe where events are played out differently. The trailer that they've showed off for that was pretty good at setting what kind of precedent that was going to be, instead of the MCU story that we've got, which is Tony finds them and gets the whole Iron Man treatment. It's actually going to be Norman Osborn
Oh,
that's mentoring him,
okay.
which is
Oh,
more in
that's
line with the typical shit.
I was kind of
that's
hoping that they would do
really
something with Into the Spider-Verse. But, I mean, I can also understand why they would want to keep that separate. It's pretty good on its own.
yeah, it's. I think it also has to do with the fact that Norman Osborn is currently he's currently greenlighting as the Golden Goblin, so he's having a whole redemption arc right now.
Wait, Golden
Interesting.
Goblin is a hero?
Yeah,
I thought that was just like a different version of
nah,
just
he
like
he pulled a Venom. He pulled a Venom and became. This is basically like his anti-Venom arc right now.
His
I see.
superior Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Okay, fair enough.
so
But I don't know. Anything else you guys want to talk about? I got nothing else.
Um, I feel like I had at least one more thing to scream about with the lineup.
give
Um,
me Ghost Rider. That's all I want.
True.
so it's funny that you mentioned that they have actually found teasers in the new She-Hulk trailer for Ghost Rider.
Hell yes.
There's another giant expo coming up. I think it's called like D23 or something, where people are anticipating them to do more announcements, because really there were a lot of spots on the timeline for the Phase 6 rollout that were just placeholder. I think the only things they confirmed for the MCU straight up Phase 6 was Fantastic Four starting it and the two Avengers movies ending it. Which, we've still got X-Men assumedly is in production. Deadpool 3 is pretty deep into writing. And whatever other kind of Fox properties they end up leading into with everything that's coming out here in the next couple of years. I personally, I would be fucking amazed if we don't get some kind of Doctor Doom spinoff before Secret Wars.
I was gonna say,
Um,
I think there have been strong suggestions that they're supposed to be coming out with something for Doctor Doom here soon.
Have they said who's going to be Doctor Doom?
No.
no, but there was that really fucking weird Howard Stern leak from a couple weeks ago.
Mm, okay.
I don't know. We'll see.
They can't fuck up the Doctor Doom
I
casting.
agree. No,
So many things in this phase pivot on that Doctor Doom
more so
casting.
than the last two times they have fucked it up. It is going to be fundamentally irreversible if they ruin Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed. I do want to see what was the actor's name that played Mr. Fantastic in Multiverse of Madness?
Oh fucking.
His name is Jim Halpert.
It is Jim Halpert. What is his shifted identity?
His shifted identity, Reed
Yes.
Richards.
All right. What is the shifted identity of Reed Richards?
It's John Krasinski.
There we go. Yeah. No, I like him as Reed Richards. I think it fits.
Yeah, I mean, it was really cool when he said 2 lines of exposition and then got turned into fucking paper mache.
Listen, that's all I need. That's all I needed to know whether or not he was going to be a good fit, and he was.
I the only purpose he served in that movie was for a fucking power check for Wanda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if John Krasinski is the best. Yeah, I guess for my version of Reed Richards.
Who would you want to
Like-
see as Reed Richards?
Your mom.
I'll kill you.
Honestly, like I don't know. I think they've been hitting home runs most of the time for their casting. I think usually
If
most
we're
of
at
the
a
roles
point
are-
that we can just say whatever and potentially double dip, I would like to see Chris Evans in his current state. I know he was everybody's favorite fucking flaming torch or whatever back in 2003, but with where he's at now as an actor, I think he would be a pretty solid one.
yeah,
Also, like Jesse Eisenberg, maybe because I really enjoyed his work in the Zack Snyderverse with DC. I think that that was probably the best casting they could have done for Lex Luthor, and I feel like he's really good at playing characters that are smart and completely not insufferable.
yeah. I don't think he's Reed Richards. Reed Richards has like an air around him that is like I don't even know how to describe it. Like if I had like clips of 100 actors and I had to pick one, I could probably do that. But like trying to pick someone out.
Yeah, off the top of my head, I can't really think of anybody. It may very well be another situation like fucking Miss Marvel, where they're just like, "Hey, you're fresh out of high school, do this."
Yeah, God, I hope not.
I don't think they can do that for Mr. Fantastic, but
They
especially since
honestly
they,
can't afford it.
yeah, I think they actually said it was either today or yesterday they're skipping the origin story.
Yeah, no, I
That's
mean,
really
to be fair, I
They
don't
were
think they
just
need
like,
to.
"Hey,
They
you
just
guys
need to
kind of
stop.
get this, like you got Spider-Man. We're not gonna put you through the ringer again."
Yeah, they just need to stay away from the origin story.
Like, I respect that you respect my time that much. I'm sure you'll cram it into the fucking 6 prequel series anyway. So
yeah,
True.
they just don't. I honestly think they don't need the origin story
They don't.
anymore for any.
they don't. I think the only time that that's going to be a problem for them now is if they try and do something like with Guardians 1, where it was truly like a fucking C-list popularity comic before they make the movie or the show.
Yeah,
Like, I'm kind of surprised they didn't make Moon Knight longer for that sole reason.
That's fair, because I didn't know about a lot of things about Guardians of the Galaxy, like the minute details. I don't even know really much except for about Star-Lord, and even Star-Lord I know very little. I just know that he's a mass murderer. That's about it.
Yeah, he's not even the original leader.
Yeah. And then as for Moon Knight, I know that he has split personality disorder. That's about it. And I know that he's
Yeah,
had to run in a couple different times with Spider-Man.
it's pretty poggers. My favorite incarnation of the Guardians of the Galaxy is when Eddie Brock leads them.
That sounds
that is
fantastic.
pretty
It's
great.
just Venom and Rocket Raccoon, and Venom tries to fucking use everybody as a host, and there's just a bunch of crazy Venom variants.
Eddie Brock is probably my favorite
Oh, hands down.
Venom, very easily.
Okay.
Hands down.
All right. Well, I think I'm getting pretty hungry, and my dog is whining at me saying he needs to go outside. So I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here.
That's fine. I should probably go to bed. I'm pretty fucking beat.
If you guys enjoyed the stream, make sure to drop a follow both here on the Twitter, on my Instagram, on the TikTok, all the bullshit. As well as follow Mr. Markov's portrait over here on Twitch. He streams quite often. And as for his Jesus Christ,
Wow.
socials, you can ask him about it in his chat. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's where we put all the live stream or all the podcast VODs at, or most of them, as long as they aren't like just belligerent fucking yelling and shit. Those ones I usually just avoid uploading because they just aren't good background noise, and we all know that's what podcasts are for. So, but yeah, that's all I got for y'all. Go ahead and say your outros, boys. Y'all are ass at this.
Poop.
Yeah,
People order our patties.
dude. People people order our podcast.
Poop.
God, I hope so. But everyone, have a good night.
All right. See you later,
Doses.
multi-fam.
Play Minecraft.